Libby versus the Maine House, a legal battle over social media, censorship, and trans athletes. Maine State Representative Laurel Libby is taking her legal fight to the highest court in the land. After her censure for a social media post identifying a minor trans athlete, Libby has sought intervention from the U.S. Supreme Court, challenging the decision that saw her reprimanded by the Maine House of Representatives. But the road to the Supreme Court hasn't been easy, and the latest developments have only made the case more controversial. In response to Libby's petition, the defendants, Maine House Speaker Ryan Ficteau, House Clerk Robert Hunt, and Maine Attorney General Aaron Frey, defended the censure on Thursday. They argued that the punishment wasn't about silencing Libby's views, but about restoring integrity to the House. According to them, the censure was a modest punishment, requiring Libby to apologize, not to retract her beliefs. They pointed to Rule 401(11) of the Maine House, which holds that members who breach rules must apologize before regaining their right to participate in floor debates or vote. The issue started on February 18, when Libby made a social media post identifying a trans athlete who had won a girls' pole vault competition. Shortly after, House Speaker Ficteau called Libby to express his objections, urging her to take the post down. Libby, however, refused to apologize, asking Ficteau whether he would support policies to protect Maine girls from what she saw as discrimination in sports. Ficteau did not respond. Libby's refusal to apologize led to the Maine House's censure on February 25, a move that Libby contends infringes on her freedom of speech. She filed a lawsuit against the censure on March 11, but the legal process has been far from straightforward. A U.S. District Court ruling in April sided with Ficteau, and the First Circuit Court of Appeals also rejected Libby's claims. Now, Libby is hoping the U.S. Supreme Court will weigh in. Why is this case so contentious? Well, it's not just about the censure itself but the broader implications for free speech, social media, and the ongoing debate over transgender rights in sports. Libby argues that the trans athlete she identified was already publicly known through media outlets like the Portland Press-Herald, and no one from the athlete's family or school ever reached out to her about the post. The main criticism, Libby says, is that the athlete was a minor, a point she believes has been overemphasized. While Libby battles it out in court, a new layer of complexity has emerged. The U.S. Justice Department recently filed a lawsuit against the state of Maine for violating Title IX and defying former President Trump's executive order aimed at keeping biological males out of girls' sports. 2 Maine school districts have already taken action, adjusting their local sports policies to ban transgender athletes from competing in girls' events, siding with Libby's stance. So, what's at stake here? If Libby succeeds, it could send a powerful message about the limits of government power in regulating speech and behavior. If she loses, it may embolden others to take similar punitive actions against those who express controversial views. This case is far more than a legal battle, it's a flashpoint in the national conversation about gender, sports, and free speech. The Supreme Court's eventual decision will not only shape Libby's future but could have lasting implications for the rights of individuals to speak freely, even when their words spark controversy. The question is, will the court uphold a lawmaker's right to stand by her beliefs, or will it side with the need to maintain civility and respect within the legislative body? What do you think? Should lawmakers be allowed to express controversial views, even at the risk of upsetting the status quo? The outcome of this case could have far-reaching consequences for the future of free speech and transgender rights in sports. Stay tuned, the legal battle is far from over.